I was participating in a recipe card exchange from Instagram, and there was like 100 people, 100 and some people in this recipe card exchange, and I was just like, okay, I'm only gonna do the people closest to my location. And then it ended up being everyone, and so I ended up drawing like 109 recipe drawings, like recipe ingredients from 4 different recipes that I have made. And I've made all these recipes that I sent out, but I had actually not made the sugar cookies before I sent the recipe out, and I made them this weekend and they were really good. They're really good, but I just was like so deep in drawing all those recipes over and over and over. I got a mild hand cramp, but it was worth it. It was so much fun. I have a couple that I saved that don't have color on them yet, and I'm going to show you how I add color to them in the messiest, most efficient way possible. So here we go. And now for our scheduled programming. This is the first time you're gonna see me use water in any of these videos. So I have 2 drawings here, and I have some wax crayons that are not water mixable. I'm gonna start with those. So let's start with drawing number 1. Well, actually I'm gonna do 2 at once because they both have butter. I usually start with the yellows. This is a medium yellow. I am just gonna put edges in here because this will not blend. So whatever I don't want to blend in is still gonna be yellow. Let's see. We have a baking soda box over here. What else? Oh, there's also a baking soda over here. Actually, that baking soda has this round shape in the middle, and I definitely don't want to blend that out. So let's color that. What else do we not have? I have some sugar boxes. Oh, the Guinness can. Let's make sure we keep our foam by coloring it white. The foam, and then we'll color the beer. And once I put the black in, it won't mix. I'll show you. It'll be so cool. This is how I did these. And honestly, I'm doing them a little slower when there's not 100 of them. We'll go over here. This is the s'mores layer cake. I'm putting a wax pencil in. This is the vanilla extract. What else? We have more vanilla extract over here. Oh, and the red cap. I like to put a red cap on vanilla extract. There's different brands that don't have a red cap, but mine does. Mine does. Okay, and I kind of want to add a little darker yellow to the butter over here. Maybe a little bit in this flour box. This is the flour. What else? So the s'mores layer cake had graham crackers on the crust. So I'm going to do maybe a little chunks of graham crackers here. That's totally that. And is there anything else that I really want to make sure that it doesn't get blended? Let's put some pink in this sugar. So the Guinness cake had 2 kinds of sugar. It had that super fine baking sugar and it had regular sugar. And the s'mores cake, I think, only had 1 kind of sugar. Yeah, looks like it only had 1 kind of sugar from the recipe. But it also had an oil in it. Canola, a vegetable neutral oil. So let's I made my oil corn. Corn oil. So we're just sticking some green in there so it doesn't totally blend away. And now I'm gonna put these wax crayons away. This has been well loved, as you can see. And then I'm gonna go to the water mixable crayons. And this is where it gets super fun. So I usually like to go in, let's take the lightest yellow, and I am gonna color in everywhere that I put yellow that I want to be yellow, or that I want to have yellow as the color that informs what the rest of the colors are going to be. Oh, my graham crackers, I forgot about those. All the way tucked down here, you know. And then the middle of my chocolate cake, the s'mores layer cake is a chocolate cake. I don't know what that's gonna do, but then each recipe had cocoa powder, which is at the top here, and then the Guinness cake, I'm leaving this little line thingy, this line drawing is probably gonna be not in there anymore, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. And some brown for the vanilla extract. You know what though? Some more brown. This one I put yellow in, so it's gonna be a little bit warmer. Let's go back. We're gonna go back because I forgot a few things. And I'm taking the wax crayons now, the non-water soluble crayons. And I'm gonna color in my little vanilla bean flower. It's my vanilla bean flower. What was the other thing I wanted to color in? Probably the chocolate on the cake. That's still gonna blend because I have the blendy one in, but... Oh, our little salt container here. Let's color the umbrella. This is, yeah, and we'll color the corn on this oil. And then these are all not gonna blend in. Let's see, what else do we got here? Okay, and put a little pink on the cocoa powders here. This is baking powder. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the white and I'm gonna color in there. And then when I paint in it, oh, this flour, let's color the flour and the sugar lumps. Sugar lumps, okay. Cream cheese. Let's, baking powder. Okay, we got all that. I'm pretty sure. Okay, now I can really put those away. This time I mean it. And if I need them again, I'm not gonna get them out because that's gonna be too confusing. How about pink? This is the water mixable crayons now. Pink for the cocoa powder and the eggs and the sugar. And the eggs over here, put some pink. Let's go back and put some yellow on this flower box here. I mean, okay, when I did these, I didn't do 2 at a time. I did 1 at a time. So maybe I should be doing that 1 at a time, but too late, we're already in. We're in it. So they both had sour cream in them, these recipes. And once again, sour cream comes in many colors. I mean, it doesn't really come in many colors. Sour cream packaging comes in many colors. Like white or blue or red. Like the logos and the labels are different depending on your brand. Okay, what else? We have some salt here. I drew this little umbrella on a salt can because my dad used to sell Morton salt as part of his job. So I remember the Morton salt very well. How about, and it's, you know, it's like iconic. It's like a totally recognizable brand. So why not? I go for the things you can easily recognize. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to draw things like it's a photograph. As you can easily see, I am not doing that. So, I can't do that. I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. If I wanted to do that, I would be very, very frustrated all the time because I cannot do it. I can't. Some people can't do that. And you know what? That's okay. Other people can do it. That's who should do it. Not me. I am not that person. Okay, now I'm gonna put a little yellow in this baking powder and you'll see why once it mixes. I mean, I don't really need to mix it, but I must. It's paint. It is paint. This is going to turn into paint. That's what you're going to see. Right in front of your eyeballs right here. So, what else? I'm gonna use a little of this purple for the plate here. Take a little more yellow. Just going through. So basically, this is pre-painting. Pre-painting. You're like coloring, but it's going to be painted. And that will all make sense very, very soon. If you've never used these, it might be you might be very confused right now if you have never used these water-soluble crayons. And a friend from grad school introduced these to me, and he uses them for printmaking. But I tried that once, and it didn't quite come out for me. But this method is strong, okay? It's solid. This method is totally solid, I promise you. All you have to do is be patient with yourself. And I didn't color this drop in. This is whipping cream. This is heavy cream here. Okay, so now we have 2 decent-ish colored pages of drawing. I'm gonna close my crayons, and I'm gonna get out this filthy water, and it doesn't really matter. It kind of adds to the charm, and I'm gonna start just painting. It's water. It's my paintbrush that I use for my regular stuff. And see, look at this. This is the wax crayon here in the red, and it's not blending at all. But over here might be a little bit. It's gonna go green. It's okay. There's our saw, oh my gosh. And I'm always surprised at how these turn out, because I haven't done it enough to know exactly what is gonna happen when I paint these. Except for I do know enough to know that I should not just go from red to yellow, but I still do it anyway, and sometimes it works. There's our baking powder. What else? Our s'mores cake, s'mores layer cake here. That recipe is intense. I did not lie to anybody. I saw the article says, this recipe is a labor of love, and it really is. I've only made it once, and my daughter was like, we should make that again. And I'm like, oh, it takes so long. And then the one time I made it, I messed up the meringue frosting. It was like a meringue buttercream. Oh, it was a disaster. And I had to walk to the grocery store at like 9:00 p.m. and get eggs for more buttercream. So for some reason, I could not wait until the next day. I just couldn't. I needed that cake to be done. Okay, this got a little... And also, I do not worry about the mess. I don't know why I'm worrying about it right now, because I usually do not. Because you know what's kind of cool is you can just take this and just blend it around. And then you have like a little halo around. But then you have this little droplet down here, and that's totally fine. So over here, you're gonna get some more. And if I want to, which I do, I'm gonna go back in with some of this water-soluble stuff, and it's wet, and then it'll kind of smear around, which I really like graham crackers. And then I can paint more into it if I choose to, but I don't know if I would. And then I think I'm gonna take this purple and go in the coffee cup, because there's coffee in this recipe. Maybe I should color that in. I should color the coffee in. And now it's full of coffee. Okay. And this brush is probably way too big for this. It's just gonna spread it everywhere, but that's okay. I'm gonna use some of that color in my egg carton and over here in the graham crackers, and just spread it around. There you go. It's spread around here, see? What is this? Oh, that's fine. So here we have, that's one, butter, flour, cocoa powder, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt, sour cream, eggs, oil, vanilla extract, coffee, graham crackers, and the finished product here. So now we're gonna go over and see what happens over here. There's a lot more space between these ones. So let's go into our filthy water and paint this beer can. And Guinness beer is a black can, I know that. And I can still go in there and darken it some more, but I'm not really gonna worry about that right now. I don't know that I painted the butter over here, did I not? Did I not do anything over here? Ah, crap. Well, we're gonna find out. I don't think I painted the butter over there. It's not looking like I did. It's okay. It's okay. See what happens. See how this blends and then it resists like the wax crayons so they don't blend, and the water paint is blending. And we had cream cheese and I filled this with white, I think. Well, at least that was my intention. I'm just going over here in the whipped cream curtain and just coloring it how I want to. I like the surprise of these. You just don't know. You just don't know how it's gonna turn out. Like exactly. You could put colors places, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do once they're wet, and that is really fun. At least I think it is. Maybe it's like infuriating in a way, but I think it's fun. Then here's our little baking soda box. Do I want to add, I am gonna mix some paint around here, or some water. Do I want to, oh God, that red goes pretty far here. Oh my God. Okay, well, see, there's always like a little messy area, but what I can do is I'm just gonna go make it worse over here. I'm gonna go blend it in over here. Now when that dries, it will be curved and fabulous. But that's okay too. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some little shades in, some little purples on the sides. I did this in some of them that I sent out. It was really fun. Sending mail art. It was I love sending mail, snail mail. It's fun. As you can see, I took pride in my mail that I sent. So there we are. That one got a little bit wet. It's very wet. Actually, you know what? Let's go in here with this black and color in this Guinness can. But see, I don't have to worry about where it goes because it's going to go everywhere once the water is on the brush. See? Yeah. And I have this like really wampus beer glass here. It's like bending. Maybe you used too much in the cake. Well, and then we'll go into our little boxes and paint those. The edges, let's put a little yellow over here. And then I think